Oof.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm Gare, and I am oh so infatuated with this thing we call mezcal. It's my man Alex.
My name is Deo, and you are tuned in to
Mezcal Talk. Oh yeah, that's right. We got 3 oh so excellent bottles, us 2 guys,
Yes, sir.
and a spooky movie.
Oh yeah, today we are watching 13 Ghosts, a movie from 2001. Apparently has 16% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's either amazing or it's probably dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know about Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know if how much I believe in it.
Yeah, it's not an indicator for me at all.
I mean, I'm not really so much into fresh tomatoes. So who knows about Rotten Tomatoes?
But already on it. This movie has Tony Shalhoub, the man from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, you know, the Jewish dude.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. The pops, the dad?
Yeah, the dad.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, he's a fan of ours. Or, sorry, we're a fan of
I hope he's a fan of ours.
You know, Tony...
He DMs our Mezcal Talk Instagram all the time.
When you're watching this episode, just give us a shout out, man. You're the guy.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Tony, come drink with us.
I don't remember much. I just remember the cover for this movie, so we shall see how good it is.
Saw it when you was a young bull.
Yeah, when I was a kid, when Blockbuster and around where I was, it was Video Update.
Video Update. This is a rental. We brought this home on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice,
Oh yeah,
nice.
back in the Disney.
It's actually a horror flick I am not familiar with at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be some eye candy for me.
The credits were sick. It was just like going over them. I think they just moved into this house or something like that.
Cool. Yeah, I like that opening sequence had some like cool camera shots.
Yeah. It's shot very well. It looks like it's in the 90s, but you know, it's like has a modern look to it.
I think wasn't it 2001?
Yeah. So, you know, by then it's still the 90s in a weird way.
I mean, it probably was shot in like 99 or something.
Yeah, right.
It took like a hot minute for like the turnover on films for sure. Still does sometimes, of course, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Well, we have these watermelons here for the first time.
Yes. Switching up the palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelons sprinkled with a little sal di Casano.
Sal di Casano. Worm salt.
Yes.
Fan of them worms.
Today we've got a very special episode.
Damn. So sulky.
So special I have to whisper.
ASMR Mezcal
I don't know how special it is, and then they rob us.
Hello.
This is going to be the Raicilla edition right here.
Mm-hmm. And what is Raicilla?
So Raicilla would be, let's say it's the mezcal of Jalisco.
I see.
So to say. So Jalisco is, known as the region predominantly where tequila comes from. Tequila can come from a couple other spots, but predominantly it's coming from Jalisco, and the town of Tequila is in Jalisco.
Gotcha.
So tequila is only made from blue Weber agave, so there's plenty of other agave that grows in that region. All those other agaves cannot be tequila.
Yeah.
But then since they're in Jalisco, technically speaking, from a government standpoint, they can't be mezcal either. So they are their own world. They're Raicilla. So essentially, it's any mezcal, any agave that comes from that region that's not Blue Weber falls under the term Raicilla.
Oh yeah, you guys heard it here first.
Yeah. And again, in old world terms, which a lot of people are trying to champion to come back again, like all of this is mezcal. All of this, mezcal is an agave spirit, so any agave that makes mezcal, including tequila, is really mezcal.
Yeah, so it's not mutually exclusive. So tequila is mezcal, but mezcal isn't necessarily tequila. Right?
Correct.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yerp. We've got 2 of these bottles are not even able to be procured in America.
Woo!
These 2 bottles come from Puerto Vallarta. They were brought back directly from the lands, thanks to the benefactor of those bottles, Cassie.
Oh,
Appreciate the stashing them away in your luggage for us to have.
Damn, dude, what a boss. Yo, she's a real one for sure. 10 toes down in Mexico.
So, so only one is something you could actually get in America, but, they're all under that catchphrase of Raicilla.
Man, we are so blessed. We are truly so blessed to have the finest spirits of all of Koreatown. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
For sure. For sure.
So,
and with that, we shall begin the selections.
Selector!
I think we're jumping off with this bad man right here. This is Arre Corazon. This actually comes from La Lulu Raicilla.
Arre Corazon.
Yes.
Man. Beautiful bottle, too. Very simplistic.
Yes, very simple. Doesn't, unlike a lot of other brands at the trend, they're not overdoing it with the info, which some people might be
it's a little
disappointed
basic.
in. It doesn't even, it does actually in the back here say that it's, done natural fermentation. It's distilled in copper. It's double distillation. It's 100% organic. And the Raicillero is Fernandito Castillon.
Shout out to
But
you.
it doesn't actually say what type of agave it is. So
It could be good.
we're not sure.
You've had this before, but I haven't.
You tasted it one night. You were drunk. You came
Oh, yeah?
back. I was rambling on
Jesus.
about something.
Oh, yeah?
And telling you what it is, and you don't remember. But
Damn. This must have been a while ago, huh?
I was here, and you came back from being out, and then you wanted to try something, and I was like, all right, well, then you're gonna try this.
Man. Things. Oh, yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah. That
We
was
tried two of those nights. And
This
it was
must
the
have been
first
like-
time you had Raicilla. I was like, this is Raicilla. It's slightly different than Mezcal. Here's two different ones to try. So I'm pretty sure you tried this and that.
Yeah.
But I don't 100% remember, but I do remember that you tried two.
This must have been like 4 or 5 months ago at least. Yeah.
Not terribly long ago, but not like last week by any means.
Yeah, I don't know if people know this, but if you've been listening, like we've been recording these episodes, like over a span of a long time, maybe like almost a full year at this point.
More
More than a full year?
Yeah.
When we
yeah.
first recorded the first episode.
The first episode had to be in June or July, so we're just
Gotcha.
over a year of recording.
Yeah,
just
we
over a
recorded like
year of
one
recording.
episode every month or something like that, and then we just like were kept on to it just to see if we were gonna still do it, and then we ended up getting to our 10th episode. So you are here with us.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. There'll definitely be more episodes coming up. Like it was a huge learning curve just for us to get all the tech right, our style right. But we're here.
I mean, we had our style, right?
Yeah, style's there. Style's been there, but sometimes these cameras suck, yo. So these cameras don't have great
Our
style.
style had a vibe with our technical prowess and our limitations of setup.
Yep.
But I think we're coming into a groove right to her.
Real shit. If you guys think so, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a follow, tell a friend. If you don't think so, I don't know, man.
Fuck off.
Yeah, give us a try next week. I don't know.
You need to drink more, and then you'll like us better.
Oh yeah. So
Join us half faded.
So this is
Arre Corazon.
Arre Corazon. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, my brother.
Oh. Okay, the Raicilla effect.
I
Whoa.
like that.
The Raicilla effect. It's like the Mandela effect, except. Whoa, this is actually very soft. It has like a really pungent sour taste initially, but
There's a little bit of sourness, yeah.
it goes away immediately though. It goes away after like a few seconds.
Almost like maybe like a sour grape or like that bitter melon, the
bitter melon, yeah,
but like definitely there's agave. It's like definitely a lot of like agave juice, like kind of vibe there.
Not very smoky to me.
No, not very smoky at all. No, I wouldn't say any smoke really present.
No,
I'm
no.
sure it's roasted, but it's not coming off. That's not a prominent flavor at all.
And a lot of the mezcals that we drink that aren't smoky, they're usually a little bit more herbally or more like vegetal. I don't taste that in this either.
There's some like vegetalness to me, but it's not like screaming vegetal.
No, it's not.
But it's there, like it's that roasted agave flavor.
Yeah. It's weird when you have a roasted flavor without the smokiness. So actually, this is definitely a good piece of collection.
I like it. It's almost like, like technically, since we're talking about some of these terms being old world versus current, They also would call these things back in the day. It was vino de mezcal. You know, like the wine of mezcal. Like that's instead of them saying agave spirits, which is what today we would say what agave spirits or destilado de agave. Back then they didn't use like a word like destilado, like distillate or spirit. They would say the vino de mezcal, like the wine of mezcal. And this actually has like. There's with that softness that you're saying. There's almost like this soft, bitter Chardonnay, like it
Grigio vibe.
There's something that feels like actually like this is the wine of the agave. Like it kind of comes off like that to me.
Imagine like a very, very, very potent wine, like one that's very strong.
Yeah, clearly it's more alcohol. It's 40%, content.
Right?
This is 45, so we'll get 90 proof.
But it does, like you said, it does have that like. If it was served in a wine glass, it would be like, damn, this is strong as fuck. But you wouldn't guess that it was 45%. No. I don't think you would.
There's not like a real like heat, like that. You're not getting like the alcohol sting. Like there's alcohol in there. Yeah. But it's not like banging you over the head.
Yeah. So a lot of mezcal is strong as fuck. I've heard it compared to jet fuel to some people that aren't fans of it.
Right.
I think my palate has just catered towards it.
Certain ones, and I think sometimes with the smoky flavor, some people associate like a
burn
kerosene like an exhaust from cars. They're taking the combination, the two senses combined for them as heaty alcohol plus that smoky vibe, and it just turns into like exhaust for them or something.
The memory or taste association in their brain, when they taste it, all the memories of any type of alcohol, liquor being burned, it triggers that stuff sometimes.
Sure, fascio. That's pretty interesting. Whatever's going on here.
Yeah. This movie was more of this is a lot more sci-fi than I thought,
for sure. Yeah, like the vibe looks more. Sci-fi or just even more regular movie.
Yeah,
like with a kid on a scooter and this older like character actor kind of dude. Like it's a little bit more modern culture than like genre piece. At least from what we're seeing at the moment. Yeah,
it's like they're in like this museum looking thing / like science lab. This guy's actually hilarious. Matt Lillard. He's in SLC Punk. He's in he plays Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies and shit.
Okay. I really like that like clocky looking thing.
This is actually pretty sick. Cool shot.
Reminds me of like something like, I don't know, MC Escher meets Salvador Dali.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of like fucking somewhere
some, like Asian vibes too.
Yeah. It's different.
But I can't help but keep thinking of this dude from Mrs. Maisel. Like thinking of him like busting out some like weird snarky line from like that show.
He was so stressed out and like neurotic in that show a little bit. I like that show a lot.
Neurotic a little bit? Like he was hella motherfucking neurotic.
Mariel! No, he's a good guy. That's like one of my favorite actors after that.
What a G.
Yeah, the way he's in that show is like the same way that like Cranston is in Breaking Bad. Not like the characters, but like what they did to their career, Because this guy went from Monk too. He was in that show Monk.
That's right, Monk.
Where he was just like OCD, I'm pretty sure.
For sure.
And it was like sort of like a comedy mystery show, but Maisel, it's still a comedy, but like, it has a more of like an art pop house to it.
Maisel's definitely better than Monk.
Yeah. I mean, that Monk was before streaming and shit too. So, man,
the
money they put behind this shit nowadays.
Have an edgier show too.
Yeah,
it's kind of in some ways unfair to judge a traditional TV show from ABC, NBC, CBS, or whatever the fuck, versus streaming, because streaming has less limitations. They can curse, they can be edgier, they can do an R-rated TV show, or they could do a PG TV show. Back in the day, you're a PG TV show. You could be an edgier one than another one, but it's still a PG. Everything's PG. It's just G. It goes. Whereas now, like there's from Netflix and Amazon and whatever, there's R-rated TV shows, essentially. They're not saying that, but and for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, and they don't have like the fade outs for commercial and shit like that break it up. And I sort of like that, but like
a lot of it's still, I feel like a lot of it's still formatted that way. You'll definitely notice it. They don't fade out per se, but like their cuts are on like dramatic points to leave you hanging, so that you come. If there was a commercial, they tend to do it at a dramatic point. You're like,
yeah,
and then so they could go away.
They might hold
come back.
Yeah.
You know,
they might hold the next shot longer. You know, just to like let you breathe for a second while that happened. It is intuitive in that way. I like the watermelon too with the salted gusano.
I'm about it.
What have we had before?
We did mango recently.
Mango was good.
Orange
Orange is
the
a classic.
traditional way we've done primarily. Grapefruit as well.
Oh yeah,
That might be it.
yeah. Those are. I think the mango is probably the best, just because it's like sweeter a lot of times. This is surprisingly good.
I mean, I love grapefruit. So.
Grapefruit's great. Grapefruit's really good. It is a little strong sometimes though.
I mean, the watermelon's great too, though, because it doesn't have a ton of flavor, so it's a good palate cleanser in that it's like a little bit muted. You know, like watermelon's good, but it's water content with a light watermelon flavor.
It doesn't affect like the next taste of anything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grilled some watermelon like last weekend. So good.
Grilled watermelon.
It's my jam. All that sugars get caramelized on the outside. Tastes so good.
Ooh, that's delicious, man. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. I think this is the first ghost spotting of the movie. Ooh.
Now, wait, what's it called again? 13?
13 ghosts, yeah.
So is that a thing where there's like going to be 13 specific ghosts that happen in this flick?
I guess so, yeah. Are they going to really characterize these ghosts, though, like that?
Ghosts are people, too!
Yeah, they were once people, you know. But, man.
They have character development just like any other.
They better start paying rent if they're going to if they're going to be people.
Yeah.
The makeup effects on this is a little whack. I saw like some of those ghosts that look like Horror Nights a little bit. You know, it looked like, like those actors.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely. Is this R-rated?
I actually don't know. That's a good question.
If it is R-rated, it seems like it's probably gonna be on a tamer side of R.
Yeah, it's a light R. But let me see. Give me one.
Just
second.
from like, kind of like the tone of like the characters and that kid on the scooter.
It doesn't say. That's strange. You would think that they would have that on the wiki, but I guess not.
Motherfuckers.
Who gives a fuck? I guess.
You be giving us all the info. We need more.
Ooh, that was pretty good though. I would say that I like that.
Yeah, I liked it. I did research to get that bottle. I looked up shit that was imported by Arda so I could give direction on where to go to get something. And there's this Raicilla place, like like a mezcalero, like a place that's specifically a cafe that's specifically to drink like Raicilla and Raicilla cocktails, and they had their own house brand that the owner co-owns or whatever. So
that's bomb. Let's go.
That's the money shot. This is the next bottle.
The money shot's great. It's very money. You're so money you didn't even know it.
So money.
Oh.
All right. We can jump into the Porta Vallarta bottle. My eye is so freaking itchy. I don't know what's up.
Yeah?
Anyway.
You're allergic to the haters, man.
I am. Fuck 'em. 3 times. Just like OG Mako says.
Jesus Christ. OG Mako.
Yo, I love OG Mako.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's dope.
Shit.
I saw him at South by Southwest a few years ago.
Really?
Fucking killed it.
Damn.
Him and the whole OGG crew. It's like,
they
killed it.
Up.
But, so yeah, we got the Don Esteban. Yes. Like I said, this is another one that came from Porta Vallarta, from some kind of distillery tour. I don't know much about it, other than it was given to me.
Yeah, all these are, most mezcal is clear. But,
yeah.
It makes me think, man, we should bring back the, what do you call it? The cork in the bottle thing. Not the cork in the bottle, I'm sorry, the barrel in the bottle.
Yeah.
The
Barrel
barrel age.
Interesting. We should get a Or did we do this? I can't remember if we did it because we're drinking all the time and I can't remember. But did we compare that against an actual aged mezcal that a brand did, or did we only compare it against blancos?
We compared it against its own Verde, for sure.
Right. And another blanco. Yeah, so we should do another one where we throw the stick in a bottle and compare that with a traditional like aged mezcal that was in a barrel for real.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sure the barrel would have a cleaner taste, probably a little bit to it.
Certainly different. I mean, they're gonna be different mezcals as well. So in this, we're looking at 40% alcohol, 80 proof. Don Esteban. In the back, it says a bunch of stuff in Spanish that I don't know what it means, other than the word Maximiliana jumps out to me, so I'm gonna make a wild guess that the agave in this is the Maximiliana. So that's what it is.
Either that or that's the Mescalero. Shout out to Maximilian. Either the agave or the man who made it.
Well, the Maximiliana is the name of an agave.
Oh, okay.
So I know that. So that word popped out so I'm like gonna make,
make an assumption.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Why else would they be talking about it?
Whoa, I've never tasted a mezcal like this ever. Wow. What the hell is that?
It kind of burns.
A little bit. Not like, I wouldn't say it like the other one
not
had
scorching.
a little bit.
It's not like hot as fuck, but it's got some it's a little got a bite, like a bitey burn. Like,
to me, it's like a peppermint, burn to it. And almost like Christmas time, you get those red wheel like candies. You know what I'm saying? Like spin wheel candies.
I never told you. I told you. Yeah, peppermint, little stupid peppermint, old school candies.
Stupid fucking peppermint.
I hate them things.
God damn.
Peppermint's so whack.
Really?
Yeah, I like spearmint, but fuck peppermint.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, spearmint's way better than peppermint. I like the what do you call it? Mint chocolate chips too. Not chocolate chips, sorry. The mint chocolate Andes.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah,
those are bomb.
Andes are old school classics. I used to eat them with my mom's back in the day.
This is a strange one.
I'm not gonna say I like it.
Not yet. Let me think about this for a second, because it almost has like a peppermint schnapps like vibe to it a little bit.
There is some like in the second flavor that kind of hits me after the bite. There is some kind of minty eucalyptusy thing in there.
It has like a medicinal twist to it, like almost like a. To me, like, no, this isn't a bad thing, but it does taste like Robitussin a tiny bit. Try it again. Like, get that little, like, flavor on the tongue. Like, it has that extremely dark cherry Robitussin vibe for me.
I don't know. It's all right. It's
got two parts to the flavor for me. It's got, like, this minty aspect to it in the beginning, and then it has this, like... not medicinal in like a Eastern way, but like a medicinal in like Robitussin, like Western, like dark cherry, like way.
I feel you.
Strange.
It reminds me of tequila.
Oh yeah?
A little more than mezcal or some of the other things. Maybe tequila or even bacanora. It has some flavors in there that remind me more of that world.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say I like it just
yet. It's not
though.
bad. It's just not like exciting. It's not like someone I eat that. I like this.
I mean,
like some of them. Immediately that you like it, or immediately that you're at least intrigued by it. Another ones you're like, this is interesting, but
I mean, the medicinal aftertaste like really fucks it for me. It ruins it for me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little heavy on that. Like maybe it's eucalyptusy vibe. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's a little stingy in the palate.
It stains like my tongue. It's sort of gross. I
mean, what's interesting to me, and the parallelism, like sick. You just like slice the motherfucker in half.
Yeah, what just happened in the movie is this ghost just sliced a man vertically. Slice the man in half vertically.
Yeah, the naked chick ghost.
Yeah, it does. This movie's sort of stupid. I could already tell.
We vouch for some of the movies more than others.
Yeah. This was like sort of like
random pick. Let's just go for it. Sometimes, not everyone is like the deepest meaning to our lives.
Yeah. They're not the most profound movies, but we do usually have very good taste in horror movies for sure. So this might be like doesn't mean this episode's gonna be terrible. This episode's great, but fuck, man.
But
Plus,
it might be one of the weaker movies. But that dude's still a dope actor.
Actors are great. It's just like it's a little like the makeup artist and like all this shit. Like the tone of it. It's I don't know, man. I could just tell it's not.
It's a little more mainstream.
Yeah,
it's a little more teenager, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Audience-wise, they're trying to hit a teenage audience, I think.
I guess so, yeah.
A lot of movies, horror movies go for like that kind of like, think back from Friday the 13th onward. Yeah. Whereas like they sort of target certain horror movies target like this teenage high school kind of demographic.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is certainly in that like wheelhouse.
This feels like Scary Movie without the jokes. That scene just now was pretty fucking creepy.
That was cool. I liked it.
Fucking terrifying.
She just rolled up on her like that. Mm-hmm. And I like this type of shit. It's
pretty cool. I mean, this is the era where they didn't get CGI right. I think last movie we were talking about how like they finally got CGI right at that point.
Underworld, yeah.
But like this is where like it was a little bit too computer generated. In a lot of ways, they were like it's either super practical or it's super computer generated. Like it doesn't blend in with each other. So
right.
Ooh. Sorry guys. Yeah, it's terrible for the audio, but it's pretty scary actually. At this point, I think this is a Shining reference, probably a little bit. Oh, all right, man. Let's talk about something else. This is creepy as fuck.
Pools of blood in your cup. You want to drink some blood?
Yeah. This is a very unique way to watch a horror movie.
Yeah.
We've definitely created some of the most different movie viewing experience for sure. Whenever I explain our podcast to people are like, that sounds crazy. That sounds dope as fuck. Like, what? Like, it sounds awesome. And it's like, yeah, I mean, this is what we do.
It's what we do.
It's like, people like
the premise is our life.
True that.
I feel like the flavors from 1 to 2 and even probably, are pretty distinctly different. Very different.
Well, that middle one, the Don Esteban, mm-hmm. That one is fucking... It's different. It's how can something be so minty but yet so medicinally at the same time? Like that's what blows my mind.
Mint. I mean, people do associate mint with medicine. Mm-hmm. Mouthwash is like medicinal in a way.
But like the other so far on all 9 episodes before this, when I say medicinal, it's always like more of like a ginseng Eastern medicine thing.
Okay.
This gives me like a weird like cheap like medicinal what do you call it, flavoring, like the cherry flavoring and stuff. And you know what, if we're 10 episodes in and this is the one that we're not fucking with, that's pretty goddamn good after 30 bottles and shit. It's pretty crazy.
Plus it's like just similar, in the parallelism with mezcal in that we can have Raicilla and we're going to taste 3 and they're probably going to all 3 taste pretty different, just like a ton of the mezcals we taste are all pretty different.
Yeah.
It's just emphasizing the truth that there's all these plants and all these, distillers and making all these choices that result in pretty damn unique products, across the board.
Yeah, it really makes you appreciate the mezcaleros that like stay true to the palate of like a standard mezcal. It's like, oh, they do it on purpose, and they like, it's such a balancing act to introduce a new element to it, while trying to maintain like how like to me like a lot of cheap mezcal are fire. $35 mezcal, very tame, very good, smoky. Like I love that flavor.
Yeah.
So when you venture off, it's like a artistic choice.
Yeah, for sure. And also, some of it is an artistic choice mixed with the proximity. Like there's a plant. Yeah. This is the plant that grows close to where my house is. This is the plant that I can get to with my mule. You know, versus the guy that lives 1,000 miles away in 2 other states. That's the plant that grows close to him.
So the process that they would.
So it's not like some of the choices are certainly artistic. You know, they're probably not thinking of it as artistic, but it's still creative choices. You know, in the distilling and in the types of pots that are used and the type of like other, you know, how much water they're using to balance out the alcohol rate. All these things are choices, but outside of that, there is a lot of things that are just natural occurring based on, you know, their proximity, their land, if they're in a more arid area, if they're in a more, you know, dry or wet area. All these things affect the plants and so affect the flavor.
Yeah, it's like once you know what you're working with, like the agave that you're working with, you sort of got to figure out a way to make it as palatable as possible. Same way that, like,
know what you're working with.
Well, you got to put ginger on a white fish. You know, take the stink away from a fish. You just cook some ginger. You know, it's like the same way. It really is like that. Man, these motherfuckers are architects of flavor. Hell yeah. And on that note. Oh, yeah.
All right. We jump into this one right here. Venenosa.
Venenosa.
This is the Tabernas, and it's edition 2. Edition 1 was real popular. Edition 2 you can probably find still floating around, but they did just drop edition 3 not that long ago.
Damn.
So edition 2 is not readily attainable necessarily unless your stores just have some sitting around.
Damn, man, this shit's like an NFT or a Pokemon card. I got 3rd edition.
La Venenosa is the most readily available Raicilla in America. They have, I don't know, at least 8 different types of Raicilla from different tabernos and different plants and different areas around Jalisco. This is one of the more inexpensive ones. I don't know, maybe it was $55.
Oh yeah, I mean that it has the best cover art of all these. The bottle art.
That's their traditional, like most of their labels are this label in a different color. They have a couple that are different art, but pretty much that's their logo for the brand, and they do different colors like red, blue, blah, blah, blah for the different varieties.
Spiral snake. It's a dope look.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, man.
And they really championed Raicilla for the American market and still continue to do such. There is a handful of other domestically available Raicillas, but not a ton. There might be 10 total available in America. There's not a ton of brands available in America. By far and large, this is the most prominent brand, and the Tabernas are the more inexpensive ones. So they're going to be Total Wine, and they're going to be in bars and stuff. People can find this.
What is it called? Venenosa?
Yes, La Venenosa.
Venenosa.
And this agave is Chico Aguilar. It's from Jalisco, the region of Costa Norte, the village of El Tuito. The oven was made of rocks and wood. The fuel was black oak. The fermentation was oak vats. The yeast is wild. The still was Filipino.
God damn.
2 distillations. This is there's only 2,900 bottles, and this is 1814.
Damn, that shit sounds crazy. They have a lot of facts, and they have the process down right.
And unlike the bottles, it's all handwritten stuff on there as far as like the lot and the bottles.
I got a feeling this is gonna be a good one. I do have a feeling. All right.
Cheers, my friends.
Cheers,
my boy.
Cheers to the people. Oh wow! I know why they call it La Venenosa now. Wow. You know what this tastes like?
What you think?
This tastes like you just got bit by a motherfucking snake.
Really?
And that you sucked out the fucking poison out of your fucking leg.
Wow.
That's what it tastes like.
That's a serious statement.
This tastes like what I thought absinthe tasted like.
Huh. I mean, it doesn't taste like absinthe.
No.
But I wouldn't say it's like an about face from absinthe. It's like roughly, loosely in a similar world, but it's definitely different.
This is a strange one. Actually, I like this one a lot.
I like it. It's good.
It's just like, I don't know. It has like oh man, I hate to say medicinal because the last one was a different type of medicinal, but this has like a more
This has one more herbal vibe.
yeah, an actual herbal vibe, like ginseng vibe to it. It's interesting, very interesting. You know, after a few tastes, it's pretty tame. But when you first taste it, in comparison to everything, especially if you ever had a palate cleanser like the watermelon or something, it tasted very different. But like after the second or third,
I think in some ways it's more comparable to the first one.
yeah,
The first,
the first one,
first
yeah,
and third. These two here I think are more comparable to each other. They're certainly different. Probably different plants and certainly different flavors. Again, we don't know what plant this is. But there's some things comparable about them. This like raw agave flavors that are in there, and just it still kind of speaks that vino. Yeah, it does. To me, it does still speak that vino vibe. Like that, it's like it really does come off to me as like the wine of agave.
Man, you guys got to try these though.
Yeah, and I've had. I mean, I'm by no means. I know much more about mezcal, and I've had way more mezcals than Raicillas. But I've been, in my journey, I try to learn about all these things, and I've had a good handful of Raicillas. Besides these, whenever I see it at a bar menu and they have some brand that's pretty much not any brand that's not La Venenosa, because that's the most prevalent one.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm probably gonna try it because I'm like, oh, this is unless it's like $40 for one glass. But any
That's so
reasonably priced Raicilla that I see out, I'm typically trying it because they're not everywhere. And I mean, I like them. I definitely like them. I like mezcal better for sure. There's some prominent flavors that kind of happen in mezcal more regularly that appeal to me, but I like the herbaliness and the different type of agave flavors that punch through.
I think if you guys want to get into Raicilla, like you got to understand that you are the type of person that is an adventurer of flavor. Like you've got to like know that okay, like even if I don't love it, it informs me more about the other things.
Sure.
And some people don't eat that way. Some people don't drink that way, or some people,
yeah. Some people aren't, they find something they like and they just want to stick with it. They don't want to adventure too much. I'm that
type of guy too. Sometimes, like, yo, if you like,
I do think that. If we want to talk about gateway drugs, I do think that there's something closer to tequila about these. Whether it be in my head because I know that regionally they're closer, or there's something about the earth the soil that they're growing in that region that does make it they taste a little bit closer to a tequila flavor to me than the average of a mezcal flavor.
I think since we're into tasting, I'm like I'm taking sips, taking small sips, and the reason why I think this is more like tequila is because I'd probably rather just knock that shit back, man, because that shit is a funny flavor. It's a funny flavor to sip on.
Well, some of them, some Raicillas are known for even stronger flavors than these.
Really?
All of these, I think, are on the mild side in their own way. Even though that Don Esteban has a bite.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Raicillas are associated with funky cheeses. Like a funky cheese flavor. And pairing Raicilla with cheese plates and stuff, I see people doing for sure.
It's very common.
I mean, that's a thing with mezcal. We talked about that before. I mean, so that's becoming a thing in general. But I think even more so with Raicilla, you'll see in tastings and reviews and stuff, people associating a lot of them with a funkier cheese flavor, and it's got something to do with the fermentation process and however they're doing it. It comes off with a little bit more like funk, to the flavor.
Pungent. All these are very pungent. Maybe not the first one, but the second and third pungent in completely different ways, in my opinion. And I think if you guys are listening, and I'm sure if you're listening this far in, because this is a heavy mezcal episode. This is a heavy spirit, agave-based spirit episode. You know, not much of
so far.
You know, this is a very deep dive on the flavor exploration of different agave-based spirits.
Deep dive into the flavor canals of your mouth.
Shout out to Jalisco. But no, I mean, I think it's amazing that we even had these options. I appreciate like Cassie even dropping these off. Like that's fucking amazing, yo.
Flipping the script, and you know, it gives us some different things to try, and also to keep the talk about the greater picture of, you know, that these are mezcals. You know,
I want to tell the people,
in the big picture, they really are mezcals, but they are Raicilla too. Like it's so it is both these things, and we can, you know, talk about these impressions and these words and what they mean and what they used to mean and what they mean now and what they can mean to you and what all that good stuff.
Well, this last one tastes. There was this thing that I have to ask my mom of what the name was. In Chinese, it's bochayin. It's like this capsule, or I'm sorry, not a capsule. It's like a vial that you would get full of very tiny brown circles, or what do you call it, balls. Like it'd be like, it's like compressed balls of like medicine. And bochayin, it tastes very like similar.
Herbally.
Yeah. It's
when you sucked on it? Or,
no,
you swallowed it?
So it was a vial, right? So it must have had maybe like 40 tiny little balls in it.
Oh, okay.
And then if you had a stomach ache, and my Chinese viewers or anybody that was into that shit, they would know it was like a guy with a round face with a mustache. Chinese guy with a round face with a mustache. Red rectangle prism thing with the vial in it. It tastes like that, and I haven't tasted anything like that since just now. Yeah. It's different. It's definitely different, and I think I'm glad I tasted it. It's fucking delicious. I mean, if you wanted, if you're about that shit, you know, it's like it tastes like it would cure something. No, right?
Cures my depression.
Shit, man, for the time being. Oh man. That's amazing, though, man. I mean, you would think that it'd be hard to find 30 amazing bottles to try out on our 10th episode, but nah, I mean, Gare's been about it. Like, you know, he already has the next season lined up. We don't even think about this shit as seasons, but, you know, like, Gare's never been...
Bottle curator, motherfuckers.
Mezcal sommelier or sommelier. What do you call it? Sommelier? Something like
Mescalier?
that? Yeah, but, like, you know, the wine version of that.
Yeah, mescalier.
Sommelier.
Sommelier would
Sommelier.
be so mescalier would be a the mezcal version of it.
Excuse me. Oh man.
You want another one?
Yeah. So am I choosing?
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna go with the first one. I think. First one is which one is this called again?
Arre Corazon.
Arre Corazon. That's my pick of the day. I would say.
From La Lulu Raicilla.
Pick of the day, I would say. Pick of the night, I might. So,
Ochia.
By the time you guys hear this, we might even have the first draft of the No Bad Bottles t-shirt out.
Ooh.
No bad bottles.
No motherfucking bad bottles.
If you were to listen to the last episode...
Hashtag no bad bottles.
Yeah, hashtag... no bad bottles. We came up with this idea, Mezcal Talk, first merch ideas. I hope you guys like it.
Drunken ideas are always the best ideas.
I mean, drunken ideas, high ideas. High ideas are good. You know, high ideas are amazing. I mean, it's just dope that we're at 10, you know, and I know we're going to have many more to come. And this is, you know, like if you guys...
What are we going to do for the 100th episode?
100th episode, we better be on fucking Vice. We better be on.
I want to do a backflip.
You're gonna learn how to do a backflip. You're gonna have to start now, man. Oh my god. You're gonna be like, yo, bro.
Towards the end.
After
I already
You know how hard it is to learn how to have a backflip after the age of 12? Like, you gotta learn that shit early, bro.
I don't even know why I just said it. It just came out of my mouth. Like it's probably.
This is what happens when you got 3 cameras on you.
I probably can't commit to a backflip. It's probably a bad move.
Well, I mean, you can do what you gotta do, bro.
Too old for backflips. I can't be busting myself up. You know, I like
No,
barely got insurance.
No, you can't come back now, yo. He's gonna do a backflip, yo.
How about a head spin? How about a head spin?
If you could do a head spin, that's even funnier. That's hilarious.
I might be more into a head
you
spin.
just land like you know, land like the
Yo,
thing.
dog. My mom put me in breakdance lessons.
Oh my god!
I was like 8 years old, and I had breakdance.
She went to Michael's Arts and Crafts for fucking cardboard boxes and
Yo,
shit.
I literally had cardboard boxes all over my living room floor. With me and my boy from down the street would do graffiti.
I'm gonna show you. No, I got I was on YouTube before there were ads, and we were breakdancing on that shit too. Back in the day.
Before there were ads.
When it was so funny. So the last episode, my hair was long as fuck, and that's what I looked like when I was fucking 16. You know, like
was it swept to the side?
No, it was like more bangs. I had bangs, and I looked like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon and shit.
I don't know what that is, but I'm picturing emo bangs.
Almost, but a little bit. You know, I look like a emo guy who was actually a girl. But yeah. You know.
Okay.
Hey man, I was a person back in the day, and that's all I could say.
Well, I still think you're a person.
Shout out to
currently
Hot Topic. Shout out to PacSun.
No.
Shout out to Lids.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
He's like mall metal.
Oh yeah, mallcore.
Mallcore.
I was, hardcore mallcore for sure. Yeah.
Picking up change, literally and figuratively.
Hey man, I was picking up fellow mall rat girls, because me and my crew were mall rat guys.
I mean, I definitely had my mall rat days, fresh out.
Yeah, what were you wearing during those times? It's 90s.
I mean, I had long hair.
Damn, how long? You pointing at your nipples right now.
From here, it went down to here.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Different points, I had electric tape dreads in my hair.
What does that mean?
So
what the hell is electric tape dreads?
So I'd have girls like braid chunks, like different random chunks, like
of your straight hair.
Random pieces would be braided throughout, and then those braids would get wrapped in electric tape to be dreads.
Oh, that sounds so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I had a goatee that was
why the electric tape
striped in different colors, and then I dreaded my goatee with super glue. I had a
oh my fucking god, holy
and literally when I decided that I didn't want the super glued dreaded goatee anymore, decided not to cut it off.
Wait,
I burned it off. I set him on fire.
What the fuck, dude? See, I thought I was a 90s kid. This is no. I grew up in the 90s. I was 92. If you were like, no, dude, no. You're like the backup guitarist for Anthrax. You're like
somewhere between Anthrax and Korn, maybe.
Oh my god, yeah. Poisonous corn.
What is it? Caught in a mosh. What is it? Caught in a mosh.
That's funny.
Anthrax fans, you know what I'm talking about.
And if not, dude, you could
I'm the man. I'm the man.
You could have just imagined what this man looked like. Holy fuck, that's hilarious. I mean, I can't say shit.
I looked pretty out there. Especially compared to what I look like now.
I mean, explains why you're not very judgmental of anyone nowadays. You know,
I'm judgmental as fuck.
I mean, yeah, you're judgmental. You're judgmental. If you're judgmental of everyone, then you're not really judgmental. You know, if you're just talking shit about everybody, you ain't that judgmental. Yeah. If you're like only specifically, you just hate equal rights to. My your hatred? I don't know what to say. My man.
Something like that.
My man.
Disdain for society.
I learned something today. What the fuck is fucking electrical dreads? Electrical tape dreads.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I mean, my hair was too straight, and I was too young to convince my parents to let... my parents took a lot. But there was like lines, like they weren't real hype on me having dreads, and my hair was too straight and white to really have dreads anyway.
Yeah. It would just be like It'd just be
I mean, I sweated Jane's Addiction and Ministry and a lot of bands where like the lead singers
What's Jane's Addiction? Is it I mean, I know this is a different song, but is it Jane says?
Yeah.
She's done with
Sergio.
He treats me like a rag dog.
All right, enough.
You're like enough.
Not the best Jane's Addiction song, but maybe the best known Jane's Addiction song.
I mean, I grew up.
3 Days by Jane's Addiction is an amazing song.
How's that one go?
Actually, wanted that played at my funeral.
How's it going? Let me know.
Old school heads, if you remember Tower Records. And if you remember, Tower Records had their own music magazine. It was a free music magazine they gave away at the store to just promote records and buy and shit. It's called Pulse Magazine.
Oh, shit.
I actually...
Did you write for them?
No, but I wrote into them when I was young. When I was like 18 or 17, I wrote in. They had some kind of like write in and like say what songs you want played at your funeral. And like I wrote in that I wanted 3 Days by Jane's Addiction played at my funeral, and they put up little somehow they picked me and put a picture of me and my pick for my funeral song. I don't think they asked for a funeral song. They asked for a song that you wanted to happen in like some like significant way, and I said I wanted the song to happen at my funeral. The funeral
song is the best, man. Funeral song idea is the best because it really makes you like. You and I
currently, I mean, it would have to be Killer Cam by Cameron. That's my current funeral song.
Killer Cam.
It just feels like a funeral song.
But like, I love asking that question to people or just like even thinking about that because like most motherfuckers never thought about their death, you know? And like, I feel like you and I, we thought about our death like...
I mean, think about it.
I'm just living through it. Jesus Christ! Someone get this man a Xanax.
I'm picking out songs. I'm picking out like where it's gonna happen. Spread my ashes in the ocean. Like I gotta get that shit ready.
I'm not gonna have to record any more of these podcasts. I'm not gonna have to answer none of these dumbass phone calls. I'm gonna
just have to emails. Nobody asking me for shit.
Nice. I mean, low key, like you ever have like a few hours to sleep in? I feel like that's what death is. You're just like, I'm gonna just chill, and then you're gonna see me when you see me.
I'm gonna haunt you in your motherfucking dreams when I feel like it.
Hey, I guarantee you, we are happy people.
Yeah. I'm morbid as fuck. I like making like death jokes all the time. I actually was making a lot of like really off color jokes. And this past weekend, I was going in on the off color jokes, including multiple jokes about my own death. And the people.
That's the best way to do it because they don't know how to react.
The people that I was around, like. I think in the beginning it was like amusing, and then like as I got drunker and I got more off color, and it just didn't end.
So wait, where is this?
When I went to Oxnard the other day.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So I think that some people didn't know how to take me, and I probably should have held back a little bit.
I mean, but, bro, fuck all that shit. You know what was the funniest?
I think I'm funny, and like if other people don't think I'm funny, I think my own death is funny. So like I'll make jokes about it all day long if I feel like it.
Wait, what was like, you had a fucking hilarious story about how you walked into this kitchen one time and all these motherfuckers like Fish? Was it Fish?
Oh God.
Is it Fish? Is it a different band?
It was either the Fish or Grateful Dead.
It was Grateful Dead. It was Grateful fucking Dead. So this man, you tell the story. Tell it to the people, man.
Well, I was at this... I should have known better. But I was at let's say a mixed dwelling, and there was people that liked things that I liked and people that liked things that I don't like.
AKA Fish? Or no, I'm sorry, Grateful Dead fans.
So there was a roommate there that was clearly a hippie, heady type, right?
Yeah.
And was like all excited for whatever reason, and left and went out to go to this concert and left. And after the person left, I thought everybody else was more or less on my page.
Oh no. They were listening to the new Grateful Dead album while you were.
So I'm like, the only thing I hate worse than either Fish or the Grateful Dead, whatever it was, I don't even remember.
It was probably
the only thing I hate worse than Fish is Fish fans.
Oh man. And then all of them
and my one friend who's like a good friend of mine, and like she's looking at me like No, because like, and her boyfriend is right next to her, like, oh, Gary, I didn't know that's how you felt about me, and like got like super offended, and I was like, you like fish? Like I was like,
you doubled down on that shit.
This dude had like an industrial noise band, like no beats, just like pure.
Oh my god!
Like straight fucking noise band. My god. And I'm like, this dude is like I'm like, I didn't. It didn't fathom me
that he was.
You know, like it maybe someone else in the room it would have made more sense, but of all the people to be the most offended, like the noise dude.
Well, first of all, like Grateful Dead / Fish fans, because I know they're not the same band and they're not even the same time period, but they got
people.
Yeah, same people. Same last names, same haircut, same stench.
I mean, if your dad like Grateful Dead, you like the Fish. Like it's. Cool.
I mean, shout out to John Mayer. He's the guitarist for the Grateful Dead nowadays. I think.
Sure. I mean,
I guess
I don't really know a lot about John Mayer. Like, I know what I know about John Mayer means I don't like him.
Well, Gary's been hating on shit for fucking. Decades.
I don't like band music unless it's like hardcore or like hard metal, like gung 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 gung.
Yeah, but you fuck with like funk and shit.
All right, true.
You fuck with funk,
true,
like that's
true.
To me what band music is. Like,
I mean, I like old school funk, like real funk shit, not not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like
I mean, I fuck with the Chili Peppers. Like I like the old shit
first
for
two
sure.
albums. But
what was that? Blood Sugar.
Come on, no. Blood Sugar Sex Magic is probably their like 5th album or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was a decent album at the time.
That's what I like. I like Californication. I like Blood Sugar. That's my shit.
Yeah, that's more pop music to me. The early
Californication, the single was definitely pop music, but the other songs on that album were, they were just overproduced, but they still had the funk element to it.
For sure. I mean, that's a hallmark of Flea's bass playing.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker is a fucking
beast. He is a beast.
He's a fucking goddamn.
But I would never listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I wouldn't fuck him either.
Like back.
Whoa. It's like if you step into the air, it's like it's the only thing I hate worse than fucking Fish fans are Red Hot Chili Pepper fans.
Kinda like
sure the
Anthony
Kiedis
is like so fucking corny,
Yeah, but like if you were to say Red Hot Chili Peppers, oh jeez, if you were to say Red Hot Chili Peppers corny and Anthony Kiedis corny, it's completely different things. It's completely different.
But you can't separate.
Yeah, you can.
Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
He is like there ain't.
They've
had like 8 guitar players, but they ain't have nobody else.
I guess.
Flea and Anthony Kiedis are the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I guess you're right.
They've had a few drummers. There's mostly the one drummer, but they have had like a bunch of guitar players.
Didn't see him?
Shout out John Frusciante, their best guitar player in their whole existence, and who makes footwork now and is dope.
That's crazy.
Bang bang.
Damn, man. Yo, you gotta make a 160 version of the new Kanye record, because there's this one song.
Oh, that one joint? Yeah.
I know God breathe on this. I know God breathe on this. I know God breathe on this. Actually, motherfuckers that listen to this podcast might not even know about your fucking DJ shit.
Probably not. Other than we've made vague references to both of our musics.
Barely, we made way more vague references about other music.
Yeah.
Way more.
We're like seasoning out the whore and stuff. You're like, when is the right moment the whore
if y'all
thing's out?
listening this deep,
I mean, you got a new single out, right?
Yeah. I mean, we got a new album. We got a new TV show. We out here, bro.
Bing, bing, bing. I have an album coming in the very near future.
Let's go, bro. We're rolling at the same times. Actually, Mezcal Talk fans don't even know. We're producers. We're songwriters. We're artists. This is just
the real bag.
What?
That's the real bag.
Oh, I mean, this is just for us to get our shit off, man. This is, I get no kick from champagne, but mezcal. No, seriously, like, and we didn't even talk about this just in general, but like, yo, we fucking producers out here, man.
Ooh.
Way late into the podcast, but But like, we're not gonna bring too much of that into this shit though, because this is really
it stands on its own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is
that's the beauty of it.
It's an investigation of flavor.
I like to investigate flavor.
Like, if this was like music related, it'd be too much pressure. It'd be like, yo, we're just out here like.
No. if and when there's a time for the worlds to intermingle, they will.
Yeah, if y'all like electronic music, or if you like just like fucking DJ music or club music, hit us up.
Urban influenced things.
And if you're like a fan of our Instagram and shit like that, just follow our stories, because I think we're gonna start posting more of our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're gonna drop more content.
well, we got a trip planned to Horror Nights. So well, we got, you know what we should do? We should tag Mezcal Podcast for all of our stories and shit like that, so you guys could like keep in touch with all of our shenanigans and shit, you know.
Shenanigans for show.
Just like pull up, you know, Def79, Alex Deo. You know, it's different vibe.
Yes.
But if you just fuck with the mezcal, no harm, no foul, though. You know.
Totally.
You know, like, you know, we initially like had this just to just chill out and explore flavors, man. Like, food is our number one passion before alcohol and anything. Probably, right? I mean, I hope so. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Food's a little bit more important to existence
Lanta.
than, you know, alcohol. I ain't going to say that alcohol is not important to existence, because it is.
No. It's important to existence.
Food's a little bit more important.
It's not
ultimately.
important. It's not important to survival. But food, and my man's disagreeing right now. He's just like, nah.
I mean, if you were on a desert island.
Goddamn.
And you had the choice
between
dessert or alcohol.
Dessert,
you have to have food.
Dessert.
You have to have, like I'm saying,
Depends
you gotta have food.
Dessert.
You gotta have food. You gotta have water. They're given. That's not.
Right,
That's not. So it's like we're past food. We're past water. Then it's like next. What's the next? So it's like dessert or alcohol.
It talks about how much flaying are we talking, and how much.
Are we talking about Bobby flay, or what kind of flay?
No, like, are we talking like? How much cheesecake are we talking? And how much
an equivalent
alcohol?
amount, whatever makes them equivalent.
Is it enough for me to kill myself? Yo,
how much cheesecake does it take to kill oneself?
No, I'm talking about, well, you're talking about equivalent. I'm talking about the same amount of alcohol. Because, like, if we got a bottle of
servings, let's go with serving.
Nah, fuck that shit. Are we talking about a bottle of this Raicilla over here, or are we talking about 2 packs of cheesecake? I'll probably get the Raicilla and just off my shit.
I mean,
wait, hold on.
I don't know. Like, this is getting like
God, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. God damn. I just revealed how much more
is
darker
it cheesecake? Is it a bottle or is it pussy? Like, pick something.
Nah.
Like.
Yo. You're gonna have to bleep that one out. Shit. People are gonna be like, what was the last one? What the hell is that? Goddamn. I wish there was a way. See, this is why we need a producer, so we know which ones to. Yo, mark that time, because this shit is crazy right now. Do one of these. We'll do one of these for when we.
That means we have to drink.
Yeah, all right. But you know what's so funny? Actually, when we do this sound, that should be for us to know when to censor it out. Just to bleep it out, you know. You know what? Oh man. I think innovation is most made when you're the most inebriated. And honestly, no bad bottle, straight up. That was before the Raicilla episode, because this, which one are we drinking right now? The last one?
Yes, the Tabernas.
Which one's called? It is La Venanosa Tabernas 2nd edition.
True.
Edition. It says only for 12 and up.
What?
Only for 12 years old and older. It's like Legos.
This is like Pfizer, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to the FDA, I guess.
Chico Aguilar.
Yo, we got
agave.
Yeah. This is already properly capped and shit. I'm gonna show this to the camera. Yo, look at this back label. It's very fucking nutrition based.
Look at that booty.
It looks like has so much facts to it, man. For real.
Facts on facts.
Like the still,
stacks
yeast,
on stacks.
Fuel, oven. The oven, that shit is crazy, man.
Crazy.
And this is the 1,814th bottle out of like pretty much 3,000. So it's just crazy to see, like, and it really like makes you think about the other two, you know? Like, it's just like, oh shit, like they care about that shit, you know?
You also have to realize, again, this is the only American one, and it's it's
cheers.
really trendy for Americans to want to know all this info. The American consumer base from the
Very
mezcal
true.
world. And they're trying to.
They're learning and judging at the same time.
Whereas like these are in Mexico, knowing that like the actual Mexicans don't need or want that information the same way. They may need it. It needs relative, of course, but like the American.
But it's almost more
wants
common
this.
like idea. It's like, hey, it doesn't say it on it, but we know about it already. You know, like
I mean, this says it's organic. It has some. There's info, and this has got info. It's just we don't know what the hell it says because it's in Spanish.
Actually, so this is a very interesting topic because we're talking about how Americans perceive products and stuff like that, and I think like
I mean, this screams again like one of the hallmarks of mezcal and mezcal being popular in American. Mezcal being popular outside of Mexico is different than whatever happens in Mexico. And part of the popularity outside of Mexico is these facts and the artisanalness of it. Not just saying that it's artisanal, but outlining all this shit to you. And you
Proof
know
of
every
concept,
step. You know, do I like ovens that are made out of like clay, or do I like ovens that are made out of rocks and wood? This literally says rocks and wood.
Yeah, that's pretty
which
wild.
is hilarious.
It's what's that's what the oven is made
But
out
it's
of.
like, and there's sometimes like, and sometimes it doesn't mean shit, and other times it does. There's also times where I go into a store and if I want to buy a bottle I never had before, right? And I know a lot, but I don't know every bottle on the shelf when I'm going in a good store that has a bunch of shit. And if I want to buy a bottle I never had before, I'm like, all right, here's my price range. I pick a couple things in my price range. I don't really know a lot about these bottles, right? Well, if I look at this and I'm like, oh, this is rocks and wood, and this other one's, copper and another one's in clay. And I'm like, oh, well, the clay stuff, like, usually really intrigues me. I'm going to buy the one that's distilled in clay simply because it said it was distilled in clay. And I need a differentiator to make my choice as a consumer when I'm seeking out things that, I'm exploring. I'm seeking out things I don't know shit about shit. So there's 3 bottles I don't know shit about shit. What's gonna differentiate them? Something I gotta pick, right? So what's gonna make me pick? Whatever resonates to me. Clay resonates to me. I'm gonna pick that bottle. Somebody else is gonna be like rocks and wood. That's crazy. I'm gonna buy that bottle. So there is reasons and things that'll make people
it gives you more to work off of, and I think
it's just like buying bottles of wine. Like we're not huge
no
wine
but like
drinkers.
the
We
reason
like
why
some things, but
so
like on wine bottles, some of them say nothing and some of them say more, and some of the stuff that says more means something to wine heads.
It gives
they
you
know,
more to like
those grapes
latch
from that
onto.
region, and then I know that place uses this types of barrel and blah blah blah.
But I mean, I'm looking at it now. It doesn't inform me of this crazy flavor it has. It has this weird medicinally flavor. It's all like, it informs me of the process that it was made, and most mezcal is made that way. But it has this crazy flavor to it. This is the brand is called like the Venom, right? The snake venom shit. It's just. It has like this medicinal shit to it, like it's different.
I mean, I know where you're getting at, but it doesn't scream medicinal to me. Those flavors, I see where you're taking it that direction.
Ends off in
but
it.
doesn't
It
scream like medicinal. Like to you, it seems prominent.
It
and then
lingers.
It tells you medicinal.
That's the thing, though. It doesn't.
I feel
scream
those
to
flavors,
me.
but it doesn't read medicinal to me.
No, it lingers on as that. Like it just stays on my tongue. Like the first one, it completely, it's gone. After 4 seconds, you get what you get, and then it's gone. It takes its bags, it takes its whole luggage, and it's off your tongue. But this one just sticks around. This one's like a snake. It really does bleed into your fucking tongue like that. But like
there's something there at the end, almost. There's a little bit of licorice, like
black licorice. No, it really does
that
taste like
after
that.
flavor.
Yeah.
It's more black licorice than straight medicinal.
But no, black licorice. That's a fucking medicine, isn't it? licorice and shit, the plant and shit. That shit tastes like shit, yo. No one would ever eat that shit. Like, you know, if it wasn't medicinal.
Yeah, I don't know how black licorice became a candy. I don't like
dude,
black
it's not.
licorice.
No, man. Damn, that sounds racist when you say it though. But I was just fucking around, guys. No, we just fucking around.
Chocolate. Oh, motherfucker.
I think we're at an hour and 10 right now.
This shit pissed me off.
No, it ain't showing. Yo, let's take a 30-second break. I'm gonna take a piss and we'll wrap up. Oh, my lantern. Oh.
Oh no. I just fucked up the computer. Oh well, it happens. It happens. Oh man, we got like 10 more minutes of this movie. I think we got no more projections, but that's fine. You know, whatever. 13 Ghosts, Raicilla, Mezcal Motherfucking Talk, Alex, Gare, what you need, what you want, we got you. Mezcal Talk. All right. I like watermelon with sal de gusano. It's doing me right. I do want to grill this though. Grilled watermelon, some seasoned salt. That's a jam. Woo! You feel better now?
Yeah.
You relieved yourself?
Okay, episode 10. Holy fuck. Alright, we got the projector fixed, sort of. We're in a combo. All of a sudden, no, it's all good. Just leave it like that. It's hilarious. Okay.
We in the desert. We in the mix.
Hey guys. All right.
Burr one. Burr.
You are live with episode 10 of Mezcal Talk. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yes.
I think what you said about the black licorice is very astute. It tastes exactly like that. You know, it really does. It tastes like some terrible licorice. But yo, hold up. I do want to shout out to the JXL podcast.
Oh yeah.
They had their 100th episode recently.
Woo.
And those are our homies. Like, they shout us out. I think we're probably going to have James here next time he's on the West Coast. I'm actually going to be on their 100. Podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, whenever I'm back next week. It's probably going to be, actually, if you're listening to this right now, check out the JXL podcast. I'm probably on there already. Yeah, man, dude, we're out here, bro. It's just nice to be able to, like, it's nice to have a medium where we could just, like, talk our shit, you know?
Definitely.
It's very good, very good. But, yo, don't be surprised if we have more guests on, too.
Don't be surprised if we feed them watermelon.
Make them press some buttons.
Press that button, girl. Get it.
Oh, yeah. Don't stop. Get it. Man, this movie is actually fucking intense.
I mean, it's always kind of intense when there's, like, action going on and you're not totally sure of what's happening and somebody's just getting, like, beat up.
Yeah, with a cane and shit. Oh, man.
Choked out.
You know what? I think I'm over this. No. It's a good movie.
Fuck this shit. I don't care if it only has 7 minutes left. I'm turning it off.
No, the settings are tight. The settings are cool. It's just like, I think I need to. This is a weird time in cinema. You know, 2000 to like 2004, weird time in cinema. It's like everyone thought we're in a new, century, millennium, whatever it was. Millennium is 1000?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it was Y2K. This is just after Y2K.
Yeah.
Everybody was worried about their computers stopping or blowing up, the internet going insane, your phone lines going insane.
I got a couple Y2K t-shirts from my mom.
What's that? What does that mean?
It's just a t-shirt that had like some Y2K shit on it. It's like motherfuckers were selling that shit back in the day.
Was she worried about Y2K?
Actually, no, probably not. She probably just bought that shit for discount as soon as like she realized it wasn't even a thing. Like,
It's probably like 2002.
Yeah. No, it was fucking
Some dude
January
in like the
5th,
supermarket
like,
parking lot.
Yeah, come on, moms. Nah, that shit's hilarious.
The like fake Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh my god, commie Phil figure. Yeah. Hey man. Hey dude. I like the fact
Hey
that
man.
you know what?
Yeah, now that I discovered the black licorice, now I
Can't stop tasting it, right? So we're talking about what is it called?
Venanosa
Venenosa, yes.
Tabernas edition 2
Sometimes you gotta talk things through, you know. When that's why it's
by Chalio Rodriguez.
Charlie, you're a fucking beast. But yo, that's why podcasts are so dope, because you're able to just talk shit out, you know? Like, it was medicinal the whole time for me, but as soon as you say the black licorice, it's like, whamm, that it really links up with that.
Yeah, it zoned in a little bit better.
It's exactly what it tastes like, though, and flavors are
But
tough.
not in a, like, anisette way or in a nice way, like with, you know, like Sambuca or what, like Sambuca is black licorice alcohol, but that tastes different. This doesn't taste anything fucking like Sambuca.
No.
But there's Sambuca.
Well,
is really
mix that
Sambuca is like
yeah.
really artificial, like a amped up artificial kind of vibe.
Yeah.
This is actually like
They probably put like cocoa. They probably put like brown sugar or some shit like that into that to make it a little bit better.
It's been fucking
No, this
many
tastes like
years
you're-
since I had Sambuca. It's
This tastes like
disgusting.
you're
I hate Sambuca.
No, this tastes like you're munching right on fucking black
Legitimate,
licorice.
yeah, like with the
like
plant, like for real.
chewing on that shit, you know.
But I do like it.
You might have taken another one of these.
Go for it.
Well, you want one?
I might as well just do the other one.
Oh yeah, the Esteban. The Esteban. Actually, let me get a. I'm gonna do a half of each if that's cool, because the Esteban had a weird peppermint joint, and I just want to make sure that, you know, my splash season.
Splash.
You want another one of these?
Sure.
Hey man, thanks for
It's the last splash.
last splash.
Shout out the breeders.
Is this
That one.
okay? Dude, I appreciate all the audio listeners for this, because I know it could be sometimes difficult for alcohol tasting podcast to have to listen to audio. But if that's the case, yo,
I hope that we smack our lips enough and bang on things enough and open bottles enough that you're all getting the sensations that you need.
yeah, and it's an experience nonetheless. You know, like, we don't hate you for just listening to our shit. Watch
we just
our
hate
shit.
you.
Jesus Christ! No. We fuck with y'all. We fuck with y'all.
I
heavy.
love you.
We fuck with y'all heavy, man.
for loving me.
Why you sound like fucking Rambo all of a sudden? Why you not love me?
I was going for Marlon Brando and Godfather, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. True.
You're no son to me.
You come to me asking for a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So which one are we sipping first? Actually, hold up.
Hold up.
This one is
Arre Corazon.
Arre Corazon. ARRE Corazon. You know, like the thing that you like, you know, cortisone. You know, I'm just showing you. Corazon. Not cortisone.
Corazon.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
That's a good Raicilla. That's a good ass.
That's probably like the best sipper on the table. You
Dude.
could like actually, that's again, it has that wine flavor. I could have that in
Yes.
a wine glass. I could sip that with a meal.
I want to eat that
It's
with
nice.
a burger. I want to drink that with a burger. You know what I'm saying? Like a cheeseburger.
I could get down with a turkey burger. Turkey burger with some provolone.
Oh yeah, Garrett doesn't eat red meat.
Fuck the red meat.
He doesn't fuck with red meat.
No.
Doesn't like the color red.
I think I'm like 22 years strong. No red meat.
Damn.
Something like that.
How you feel?
I haven't eaten no red meat in easy 20 years.
Wait,
Easy.
I don't think I've ever asked, because like we get into some deep conversations all the time. But for some reason, I never thought, like, why don't you eat red meat? Like, is it
It ain't that deep.
No, I feel like it's not. You know,
I mean, like, I believe in animal rights.
Yeah.
But I'm not like not eating red meat because of animal rights per se. You know, I think that the American meat industry is fucked up. You know, and that we industrialize and like you do fucked up shit in
fast
the meat
farming
industry.
and shit.
You know, like there's shit that we do that just simply isn't allowed in Europe and like other places that are like civilized cultures. You know, so. But I have no problem with people that eat meat.
Well, you don't have a problem with anyone. You have a problem with everyone. No, I'm just fucking with you.
But I mean, I just decided that. I mean, I've always had a lot of vegetarian and vegan friends, so.
Oh yeah,
it's always been like, especially in music. You know, like in the types of music I've been involved in. There's always been. A lot of vegetarians and vegans in my midst.
And
so I always am hearing the virtues of it, and again I'm not agreeing with it. It's just that I'm not necessarily vehement about certain aspects of it. I just decided that I didn't need it. Like fuck it. Like the industry's fucked up in America.
Is it because
and it's healthier not to eat it? So I don't need that shit. Fuck it.
All right. Industry's fucked up. It's healthier not to eat it. Is it because like?
So I don't need it.
Is it because like you find the taste better? Do you feel like you're missing out when it comes to not eating red meat, flavor wise?
I mean, it's a flavor. Literally, it's a flavor I am missing out on.
Yeah.
But do I feel as though I am missing out on something? No.
Okay, I see.
Like I don't know what it tastes like. You know what I mean? It's been a long time, 20 plus years. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, it's prepared in many different ways.
You know, I love fish, and when you say you love fish, there's a plethora of fish out there. When you say you like beef, it's beef, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's obviously
Steak.
Wagyu and there's different cuts, but it's a cow's a motherfucking cow, right?
Yeah.
When you say you like fish, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of types of fish, and they actually have different flavors and textures. I feel like me being a large fish fan, I'm big on eating fish and not just seafood.
He doesn't fuck with Grateful Dead, but he fucks with fish.
Oh.
No, I mean,
I like seafood, but like I actually like fish more. And a lot of people say they like fish, but they actually mean like shrimp.
Yeah.
No.
And
I like shrimp. It's cool, but I think like some of seafood's kind of overrated, and I really like fish.
Well,
and there's so many different types of fish and textures and flavors and raw preparations, cooked preparations that like I'm more than happy to explore the fuck out of fish and eating all kinds of fish in all kinds of ways. And I don't miss beef. I don't miss pork. I don't care. Like I like me a turkey burger here and there.
No, that's real. No, that's so real. Because if you really think about it, most red meat, it does taste the same. Unless it's a sausage, unless it's something that's
I like sausage. I like turkey sausage, chicken sausage, fake like plant-based sausage. Because it's what makes sausage? Seasonings.
Yeah.
Herbs.
Yep.
Preparation.
Tell them.
Chill.
No, that's real. And like, no, I'm gonna still eat my red meat, but like I just learned something today, and that's real true, man. If you eat a meatball, it tastes pretty much, most meatballs taste the same, you know.
And that turkey meatballs, taste just as good as your beef meatball.
But I think what really carries the red meat industry is the fact that it tastes better than chicken innately. Like
chicken is the number one most eaten meat in the world.
Definitely.
In the whole world.
Definitely.
Like chicken.
It's more accessible. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has like religious problems with it. Like some people don't eat beef, some people don't.
Well, a cow is fucking heavy as fuck, like a chicken, you could just grow that motherfucker. You could eat its fetuses. You could eat its, you could just tear it up, you could just eat that shit.
Eating eggs is weird. Like I eat eggs almost every day.
A lot of
you
eggs.
eat a lot of eggs.
I eat
but like
a
it's
lot
undeniable
of eggs.
that eating eggs is weird. Eating the fucking eggs of a chicken.
Anybody judging me for eating eggs, you could suck my fucking eggs, You could suck my huevos, For real.
Do you have huevos?
Mi huevos, sí, güey. I got 2 of the biggest huevos you ever seen in your entire life.
Said no Asian ever.
Hey, man. Asians got big cojones.
You actually don't have eggs. A female has eggs.
No. Well, Mexican people call balls huevos.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You suck my huevos. Yeah.
Learned something today. I learned something.
Way.
See.
Well, I mean, like, I learned way more about Spanish. Not Spain. Spanish. Spanglish. In the restaurant than in Spanish class for show. And yeah, man, when I touch down in Mexico, they say, "What's up, Chino? Hey, Chino!" They say what's up from afar, yo, for real.
Is Chino the reference for a Chinese person?
Yeah, they say Chino. If they want to disrespect you, it'd be like, "Hey, Chinito." I'd be like, "Yo, fuck out of here, boy." You gotta say what's up, If you could defend yourself against, Hispanic, like, restaurant workers, hey, man, there's no such thing as bullying in Mexico. It's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Actually, bullying is an American tradition. Or the idea of bullying, that's just life everywhere else.
Right, yeah, for sure.
No, but like,
bullying is inherently a part of life, but it's when it gets out of control.
Yeah. I mean, once, it's only out of control if it's not funny. To me.
It's only out of control if a 12-year-old commits suicide.
Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
But how do you know where that line is? It's like, you can't say that because I said it because it's drama, but the reason being is that when it's out of control before that in reality.
Yeah.
So you have to draw a line prior to it turning into a problem.
It's very tough because a lot of the times it's perspective, right? So, like, if you're in America and it says no child left behind, you're not like, everyone has a chance to be whoever they want to be. Everyone is equal. In other countries, that's not the message. So if you're getting bullied, in America, you're like, why am I getting bullied? No child's supposed to be left behind. No, I'm serious, right?
I get you.
So it's like, everyone's born equal. But why am I getting roasted so hard in the school bus? Like, it's like, you're like, that's.
I mean, I don't believe in coddling, and I don't believe that there's like, if there's 30 kids in class, there ain't 30 awards. No, so there's like a lot of our culture has a lot of extremes, and that the bullshit of like of the extremes that bullying turns into, and in some places, in some areas, and some people allow it to turn in, like, almost
most
fostering. There's almost a fostering, especially like like shitty parents, shitty adults. That doesn't have to be parents, but shitty adults,
coaches,
almost like foster a certain level of fucked up bullying. But then in the other respect, everybody's equal. Everybody, but there's 30 awards after 30 kids in a class. So it's like we deal with a lot of extremes in America that I don't think we don't know. We haven't lived in other countries, so it's only our perception. We perceive that some other countries don't work on these same margins that we work on. Well, the thing
is, like,
but I would like to think that it's true, and that like other places aren't as fucked up. Like, certainly at least some of them aren't as fucked up.
Well, I'm in a different type of boat because, like, I've never been outside the continent, but my parents have always judged their entire parenting technique on a continent I've never been in. So they'd be like, okay, here where I'm from, this is how it is, or how it is like.
So to them, probably everything that goes on here is like lighter.
Yeah, to a certain extent, for sure. Yeah. It's Diet Coke, Pepsi Light.
So like like you're getting away with murder, like not you, but like a kid, like because it's.
But
America.
Not only that, they're escaping communism, too. So like, cause like we're talking about like Chinese shit, but they're in Vietnam. So like they're raised on Chinese shit, but they're in Vietnam. So like
both were communists.
But
at
like
that time,
if you're Chinese in Vietnam,
Were they discriminated against?
Oh yeah. You were first going to the camps.
So you were not only dealing with communist shit, you were dealing with second-class citizens.
Original sin. It's like the ultimate original sin shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really made me think. Like, god damn. Like what? You have to choose which ethic system that you go on, and I think
it's a lot for sure.
I think it's all about like, yo, if you feel like you're capable to like, not judge people, but like judge yourself, go with that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Go with it.
And you know what's very surprising?
I mean, everyone should judge themselves, you know, not in a negative way, but judge yourself in that, like...
Don't let other people judge you.
Are you happy with what you're doing today? Did you wake up and are you on a path that's the right path for you? And not the path that social media tells you to be on, not the path that, like, your parents tell you to be. Are you making the right path for you? You do have to judge yourself every day.
And what do you base that judgment on? Is it other people or is it truly yourself?
And you can't not take into consideration other people, and it's like, you know, you could be pious and say, don't let other people influence you, judge you, but that's not real. Like no. We live in
the world,
But where you let it consume you, the external versus the internal, like it's your life, it's your path, it's you judge yourself on the right choices.
No,
that's our fucking lesson for today.
Dude, that's actually a very good lesson, and coming from some mezcal
sipping
motherfuckers, and we volunteer to show our most vulnerable sides, the motherfuckers.
We hit all the notes, you know, like, well, we talk about whatever pops in our minds. There ain't nothing canned about this shit.
That's so real. I mean, to be real, like,
not to toot our own horn, but I'm just quickly just wanted to say that, like, obviously this shit just comes out of our mouth. Yeah. And it's real, and, you know.
I mean, I'm just confident in who I am for some of the first time in my life. Like, not saying this year, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, just in general, like, the fact that, like, I don't know, man. Therapy will do a lot. Therapy will do a lot for you, but also at the same time, just knowing, like, who the fuck you are. You know, we think things are funny. People don't. You might not, and you might think it's funny. And I'm not gonna like not say it. If you think it is. That sounds profound and dumb at the same time.
I mean, it's like there's a time and a place to maybe tone down yourself.
Yeah, but right now is a perfect time, right? You know, like we create a space for
this
that
is
shit,
not the time to tone down yourself. This is the time to be free with the thoughts and the feelings and just like espouse upon whatever. We're here to, and we're talking. This is mezcal talk. This
mezcal
is us sipping on the mezcal and what comes out of our mouths. It's about the bottles and what we say about the bottles and making sure there's some level of education on the spirits, but it's also the talk that the spirits bring out of us, the movie brings out of us, the moment brings out of us.
That was a double entendre right there. You're talking about this. You're talking about the spirits or the spirits?
The spirits that possess my soul.
13 ghosts. I think there's
that note.
I mean, I think it's dope that there's the name spirits is a thing because spirits, like it's so.
Especially for our podcast. We rocking spirits on spirits. We have spirited conversations while drinking spirits and often watching spirits.
Yes, mostly ghost stories. But man, this is a good episode. I was like, usually we don't do these last minute like things at the end. I might be drunk, but at the 10th episode, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
I like the idea that we're turning into real mezcaleros. Like real, like 10th episode in. Maybe like you had your own
Mescaliers.
Yeah. There's no O's.
Mescaleros are the guys that are making it. Mescaliers are experts.
It's like the Musketeers, the Mescaliers. Yeah, the 3 Mescaliers.
The Mescaliers are experts. Mescaleros are the actual distillers.
Yo, see, I mean, I think we are Mescaliers at this moment, but for some reason, I just feel like we're going to end up being Mescaleros by the end of our days.
Woo!
I'm young, man. We could get that mescalero shit popping off at some
About
point.
that life.
But I do want to say, 10th episode in, the shit is fire. I feel very good about life. I think mezcal is still something that most people are interested in, slightly interested in. Man.
Most trending spirit out there, tequila and mezcal agave spirits in general are the literally the hottest out there.
Rightfully so, I would say. I like scotch, I like bourbon, but mezcal expands your palate
And your mind.
I mean, some of these taste like they would make you start tripping afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, like, it tastes like absinthe, what I thought would be like absinthe.
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm waiting for it.
Drop a tap of mezcal.
Yo, whoa.
Yeah.
I just had an idea.
What? Tell me.
Mushroom-infused mezcal. We already had weed-infused mezcal. We've discussed having more weed-infused mezcal.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
mezcal infused with mushrooms, and we just do it on the show.
I think.
And then, like, at the end of the show, it's think about the progression that we went on this whole time. Think about the progression times 10 if we were on mushrooms. I mean, we might have to take a couple sips before the episode to have optimal uptime.
Yeah.
You know, like.
See, so like the people don't know. I know we're going into overtime. It's a long episode right now. This is definitely a long episode.
But we're having some fun combo.
Yeah. This is real right now. This is where the magic happens, for real.
And I did have the Watakote. I'm terrible at saying this word, but the Watakote, like the Watakote.
Wait, what?
The
what Apache?
Yeah. Mexican mushrooms. So I had in Vegas, I had margarita, a mezcal margarita that was mushroom infused, not those kind of mushrooms, but regular, like an organic Watakote, the like wild mushrooms of Mexico. And I'm actually thinking that psilocybin, like, or how you want to say it,
magic mushrooms.
Infused mezcal, I think it would be good. The earthy flavor of the mushrooms, I think, would actually go with a lot of the smoky herbalness that's going on.
I think people that didn't drink alcohol would like to consume mushrooms that way. Does that make sense? Because it just tastes like how it would. If you had whiskey,
I think it would be good, and I think it would be an interesting as fuck episode.
I think, all right, this is for you and me, not for the viewers. Right here, this is for you and me, not the viewers. I would say
we'll record it and we'll decide later if we actually use it.
We gotta have a plan B in case this room just starts looking weird, and then we gotta walk to like somewhere else, you know, because shit might just be like.
Did you taste that? That might be the best. That might be episode 100.
No, you know what we should do? 100. No, we should do that shit next week.
50. No. I got some mushrooms.
We should go to Mexico. We should get like an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? We should get like a fucking B&B.
We get arrested.
Shit,
Mexican jail.
They gotta kick down our door for that shit. No, man. Oh my.
DM us.
goodness.
Let us know when and
please.
where we should take mushrooms. We need suggestions.
No, for real.
Where do you want to see us take mushrooms?
Yes. And then
oh god.
where would you like to see us? Honestly, That's a good idea. Maybe we should start a Patreon that way. Maybe we should
mail us mushrooms. Who has mushrooms to mail us?
No, don't mail us. Even if Garrett gives you our address, don't mail it to him. Like, just don't do it, dog. Like, it's not a great idea on both parts.
We should just meet up somewhere and you'll give it to me in
some type of alleyway.
California Donuts parking lot.
God damn, that's so specific.
Yo, 24 hours.
Real shit. Yo,
down
thanks,
the street. You know, like, that's the fucking best spot.
He turns it into a donut.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, well,
I'm gonna stuff him on the matcha donut and be like,
I mean, we have that guy. He's gonna bring over some weed mezcal for us. That might come out around the same episode.
Y'all be looking forward to that. We'll be plugging it.
Damn.
We'll be tasting it. We'll be feeling it.
This
Bang,
motherfucker
bang.
just like changed the whole game up for mezcal talk because it's about to be mezcal trip.
Shroom
Yeah. Boom.
All right, enough of this nonsense.
Yes, sir.
Let's call it a night. Let's call it an episode. Thank you, my friends, my people. I enjoyed you enjoying us.
You guys
enjoyed
are the best.
my time with these 3 bottles, my good friend in that movie. Peace.
Thank you. Adios.